we just go? Can we just go? Think about where we're going. Can we just
Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley if you're new here. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through my day and things and habits that I've been implementing in my life that have really helped me stay productive, happy, maybe healthy from time to time. But this is just genuine things that I typically do on an average day. Not necessarily on the weekends, but I try to attempt to carry over some of the principles into the weekend as well. I wanted this to truly reflect what I do every day. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first habit is just waking up before 8 every day. Before the pandemic, I woke up at 7:37 my freshman year. Really, I should say my fault, my freshman year, because of my class schedule. That's just kind of when I had to wake up. I like to wake up before 8 o'clock because otherwise I feel like most of my morning is gone. I just found that that just is something that really helps me, is making sure that I'm waking up at a decent hour, not just sleeping my morning away. Along with that is just making up my bed. Making up your bed is already one of the largest things in your room. So if you make up your bed first thing in the morning, you've already accomplished something. Your room naturally just already looks more put together for the day and you just feel good about yourself, like, hey, I did that. Next is I have to check the weather. AccuWeather, the weather app, the weather channel, whatever weather status update you use will be your best friend, because as I've mentioned before, I will pick out my outfit, which we'll discuss in a minute, at the end of the day, and I will wake up the next morning and mysteriously it will be raining and there was no rain forecast. So I've learned to just check the weather as a part of my first 15 minutes of my day. That way I am feeling prepared when I walk out the door. I know if I need to have an umbrella, a rain jacket, maybe a heavier jacket because it's a little bit chilly outside. I have just a better grasp on the day. Like checking the weather, another thing I like to do is see what is going on in the world news-wise and where I'm able to get that centrally located, because I don't know about you, but sometimes the news can be just so depressing. I don't want that first thing in the morning. So I actually have a daily subscription with the Skim, basically a synopsis of all news, pop culture, just kind of everything in the morning for about 2 to 3 minutes. If I'm not feeling like reading within the first 20 minutes of the morning, then I will just lay the news in the background, almost like a podcast, get ready so I'm like hearing it, aware of what's going on in the world, because I feel like that's very important to be like an informed citizen. I don't know every little dropping detail of like what's happening most of the time, but I feel like doing that is very important, and doing it first thing in the morning, I'm able to get it out the way, move on with my day, and I don't have to go to social media and get like sucked in and trapped with that first thing in the morning. So those are my little 2 alternatives to get my news in, and I try to do that at least every day, if not every other day. Use one of those 2 options before I head out the door for the day. Next, with that, I also make sure to read at least the Bible app's verse of the day, as well as a passage in my devotional. That way I can get my spiritual health on track for the day. Again, we want to be in like a good mindset. We don't want stuff that's going to bring us down. We want to be happy, positive, fueled up, ready to go for the day. And then we're going to kind of transition into more of like the productive, the work side of the day. We've gotten ready at this point. We've done all of our morning routine type things. And after this, I like to go either on my phone, my iPad, or my laptop and look at my calendar, see what I have going on for the day as far as what assignments school-wise I need to do, if I have any exams, which I would probably be aware of prior days before that I do have an exam that day, but remind myself, hey, I have an exam. When is it due? Do I need to take it by noon, by the end of the day, during class time? To remind myself those details really helps me, just knowing all those little loose ends that kind of get lost in the shuffle. On Sundays, I like to write weekly to-dos, a general. Hey, I have these exams, I need to study for them these days throughout the week, but then each day I write a little to-do of like, these are the assignments I'm going to complete today, this is how many minutes I'm going to do it for, and this is what I want to work on it. So that way I have a little bit of a game plan going throughout my day, because I have such a flexible schedule with synchronous, asynchronous, and traditional classes, all 3 different types. I'm able to better organize my day than maybe somebody who has more traditional structured classes in college, and so I do appreciate that aspect, but I do work it all around when I need to be on campus and take classes, when I need to do my job, when I need to work on my YouTube work. I've put all that on my to-do list right when I want to complete each thing, so that way I don't miss anything. Everything has a certain time slot and I know it will get accomplished at some point. Next is to make sure that I have at least an hour lunch break, and when I mean lunch break, I mean I actually like eat food, because sometimes I will get lost in the shuffle of doing work and boom, it's 4 o'clock, and then I convince myself it's too late to have lunch, and then I've only had like maybe 1 to 2 meals in the day, which is still fine, but I know I'm probably sluggish and probably not where I need to be energy wise, so I try to have my lunch around 1 o'clock each day if at all possible, and then during that lunch break disconnect work wise. So I will watch a YouTube video, watch a show, roll on Pinterest, and it's really helped break up my day. Next is to listen to music that will boost my mood or go with whatever mood I want to have. Next, number 10, we're more than halfway through this list, is to watch the sunset for about 10 to 15 minutes. Put my phone, my devices aside just to look outside, reflect on the day, speak to God. I just really use that time to like disconnect. So I like doing that. It brings me back. It makes me happy. Find whatever makes you happy, but that's like a daily joy kind of thing that makes me happy, looking at that. And then I spend like 5 or so minutes after it's set. Then at that point, I've started transitioning into more of my night routine. And so with that, I try to stop my schoolwork around 6 p.m. It also varies on how much work I need to get done or where I am at completing my assignments. After I've watched the sunset, that whole thing, I'm prepping for the next day. And that includes packing up my book bag. Maybe if I'm going to be bringing any snacks or lunch, make sure all that's prepared. Go ahead and wash dishes. Also make sure to clear off my desk. Make sure everything's nice and tidy. Tidy up my room a little bit if it's gotten a little dysfunctional throughout the day. Next, I'm going to go ahead and pick out my outfit for the next day. And that leads me to one of the final things that I do second to last before I actually, close my eyes for the day, is have a good laugh. Whether that is watching a funny movie, scrolling through TikTok and having a good laugh. It's a very simple thing. It's good for the soul. So I like to have a good laugh, and then I like to complete the night by drinking a cup of water. So I try to do this every night, especially if I've been really bad throughout the day of actually getting my water intake. Those were all of my 15 or so daily habits. I do have some others that I didn't mention in today's video, so if you want to hear those, maybe I'll do a part 2 in the future. But I hope you found some value in this video. I hope you'll maybe implement some of these habits in your own daily routine. And if you do, let me know how it goes down below. Follow me on Instagram. It's a good time over there. And until next time, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye guys.